be here. Hey, he's back.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on there. When I went to look, okay, there it is. Yeah. Huh, that's weird. When it shows it, I see it, and I click on it. You were in this video call, and it's just me and VZ.
Oh. Well. Regardless, we're all here.
Well, let me get this thing off so it doesn't conflict with it. Yeah, 1 people in this hangout. That's weird. Just a sec. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Evidently, it happened again.
You think this is going to be a problem today?
I don't anticipate it being a problem.
I hope you watched some stuff this week.
Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, I just finished 4 and 5 and a little bit of 6 of Amagi Brilliant Park.
Oh. You didn't start Girlfriend Beta, have you?
Not yet.
Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. You need... It's like everyone's pumped for Amagi, and I get that, but Girlfriend Beta's the one that I'm actually really waiting for.
Well, so far, Amagi's my show of the season. As far as everything I've watched so far, Amagi's definitely the one I'm most pumped about.
Yeah. Where is he? Anime figure mogul. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you just did, don't do it again.
I just saw your face for a second. Oh, hello. Hello. Nah, yeah.
Ah, it's dark in here. You ain't gonna be able to see shit.
That's alright.
That's why I've got it turned off.
Yeah. I saw my brother before. No, nothing bad, went down.
They didn't come in your room try to fucking lecture you on misogyny and shit.
He only comes in my room when he wants to get something.
Yeah,
he doesn't do like what you think.
But no, I'm saying, like, how you gonna come in a dude's room and start complaining about
because there's stuff of his in my room.
Well, no, I understand that, but it's your room.
Yeah.
How the fuck is gonna come in your room, start telling that's like if someone needed something in my house. Like that's like if someone came over to my house for some sugar, and I say, yeah, come in, I'll get you some sugar, and then they started complaining about the color of the couch. Bitch, get out of my house. All right.
Yeah.
You needed some sugar. You should have kept your mouth shut.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, it's pretty dark in here, so all you saw was the pale light of my face.
Darkness.
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 Black
magic.
Fuck your couch.
Unity.
boob groping of Mikuru was the best. Was one of the funniest things in Haruhi.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's
Well
good.
done.
That's good. 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 Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alright,
Even
so
though
let me get this link out like I was intending to 15 minutes ago. Let's go.
Yeah. Even though I told you last week what I got Anubis, I'll tell you everyone on the show.
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah. Fair enough.
You'll want to see.
Okay.
It is a first. Of course, who it is, you kind of won't be surprised. You know, if you know, you must be living in some cave on Mars with your ears plugged. If you didn't expect me to not get this.
Imminent. Okay, I spelled that right.
Oh,
Hang on, let me get out of Skype.
yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't boot you out again.
That's not why that happened.
Yeah. You don't mind I take like I leave to go to the bathroom during the break feature.
I don't mind.
No, it's why
That's
it's called
why
a
it's
break.
there.
Alright, because
I mean, you know, it's grown up time.
I had this giant chicken cutlet, breaded chicken cutlet, and spaghetti, and
There we go.
It's coming out the other side.
well, no, it's the carbs, and made my number a little higher than I wanted. And I tell my mom, you know, make something low carb on Sunday nights because I'm not gonna want to move around after, but that's all right, whatever.
All right. We ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have actually retweeted your.
Damn, my glasses are like greasy today.
Yeah, so am I.
Grease.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to NTR Radio. I'm Tom Enforcer Anubis.
I'm K-Gods.
And I'm VZ Mark II.
Hey, I guess we should announce it right off the bat. This is our 50th episode.
Yeah.
Mission
Yeah.
successful.
We just never stopped believing.
Don't stop.
We're going to Disneyland.
You can go to Disneyland.
No.
I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah.
I got Epcot. Listen to me.
What's
all
the otaku
Epcot.
equivalent of like? What's the equivalent equivalent of like Disneyland?
Contrary to what Colony Drop believes, it actually is Akihabara.
Yeah, you know.
That would probably be my guess.
I want like Otaku Land, Otaku World.
You want Tamagi Brilliant Park.
I was gonna say, why don't you just go to Mandarake?
There you go.
We got and different Loli Land. Got
Let's go to Fujoshi Land. Or go there.
no, the different areas of Otaku.
Just imagine what the bathrooms in these places would be like.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's ruining the
exactly.
fan- It's gonna look like the break room from school days.
Oh, the lounge.
What is it?
That's disgusting.
The Heat Nikki simulator, where you just put on and up, you're just at your computer. You're just people sitting on their computer.
It would, it would have like those you've seen those like bathroom pics, right? Where there's people pissing into like a butt. Yeah, that's what it would
That
look
reminds
like.
me of this Japanese only arcade where the objective is to stick a big finger, like a big plastic finger, into a butt, and that's the game. And it's a video game. It's a video game.
I was gonna say, is it like Operation, the Wacky Doctors game, like gone in the wrong way? I mean,
You know what?
it's like it's prepping you. It's prepping you for.
Like Kancho, which is the thing that you like, you know.
Oh yeah, it's the
The thing. It's basically that. It's a simulation of that.
No. What it is it's prepping you to check for colon cancer.
There you go.
Mm.
Yeah.
But everyone needs some colon cancer.
Yeah, it's a prostate exam.
So anyway, what's been going on?
Whew. That's a loaded question.
Huh.
Nah, not really. Last couple of weeks, the last 2 weeks.
That is a couple of weeks.
Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Been playing some video games.
Me too, actually. Me
Same
too.
here.
I've been playing, Genesis stuff because it's always going to be. I'm getting a little better at Space Harrier, at the original Space Harrier, but not quite there.
Started working out again too.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm in agony right now.
I've done that like 5 times in my life.
That's because
Not counting in like gym class, but I've done that like
that
5
doesn't
times
count.
in my entire life.
I'm sore. Like it's one of those things where it's like I'm gonna be sore tomorrow, and I was.
Yeah, there you go. It's like
And
like me playing
it's like,
airsoft. It's like doing all this running around, carrying this.
I'm gonna pull a muscle.
Yeah, it's like this plate carrier with books in it, with this heavy ass guns. You know what? I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. My legs are gonna be sore. My shoulders are gonna be sore. You know what? I don't care.
Preemptively gonna take some aspirin.
After anything new or old or whatever?
Well, I mean, continuing to watch Brilliant Park and some of that
Yeah,
stuff.
I think we're all liking that.
I'm so enjoying that.
Yeah. Well, and some other things that have kind of occurred. I'm not going to get into details or anything like that. Just it's hogged up a lot of time. Which I think Anubis knows what I mean.
Yeah.
When I say that.
It's like I've been watching Amagi. I actually started like a year ago. I watched the first episode of Space Battleship Yamato 2199.
Yeah.
And now I've just started continuing on that, and I'm really enjoying it.
Well,
Anyway.
that's still better than someone who just now saw Haruhi.
Well, that person's seen it before a little bit, but now, like...
Don't ruin it, VZ.
Well, no, it's just it's like it. How do you have not seen as much of Haruhi as you want by now? I don't know. I just don't understand it.
I don't know. Maybe their first introduction was Endless 8, and that rubbed them the wrong way.
I could understand that,
Yeah.
but I don't know. To me, Endless 8 just gets that respect for me because they got away with it.
He didn't like the school setting thing because he found that boring. I love the just regular school parts of that show. Where's them playing the baseball and all that?
Wah. I mean,
or the groping was it the blackmailing and of that blackmailing scene.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
That was
Hilarious.
Crying. I loved that.
And snapping a picture.
Yeah, but it, that was it. But that just makes Haruhi and Kyon sociopaths.
They're also fictional characters.
Yeah.
All right. I might as well get into what I'm doing. First off, real fast. I told you, Anubis, but this will be new for K-Gods. Even though, if you didn't see this coming a mile away, you're not. You just don't know me enough. Okay.
You don't know me.
Yep. I also have another one I have one pre-ordered. It's even though I know you guys didn't care about it, but it's Sugumi, Sugumi from Seshiro Sugumi from Nisekoi.
Oh, the bitch.
They're all bitches to you.
Which is why it's hilarious. Except Onodera, who's just not cute.
But I love Sugumi because she's the perfect tsundere archetype, where she's
a bitch.
I don't know. I liked her. I agree. Like
I understand you like her. I also understand she's a bitch.
You didn't watch enough of the show then.
No.
He's like, why would I want to do that?
Why would I continue watching a show I dislike?
All right, so watch Imagi.
You don't engage in hate watching, Anubis?
No. I got shit to
No,
do.
because it's fucking stupid.
It's dumb, and I have shit to do.
What is it? I'm actually really liking Reconquista. I don't really care if it makes sense or not. I'm entertained. That's all.
I knew it wasn't gonna make sense immediately when I saw that there was a butler with a rotary phone.
It's I don't.
And this is in the future, so.
I'll take what I can get with not just Gundam but modern mecha anime. I'm like it's like, and something happens every episode. There's always mobile suit fighting. It's the opposite of Wing. Wing. Like,
no, there usually was fighting or battles.
It was talk, when politics and war, blah blah blah, and all that. Oh, here's some stock footage of the same two Leos getting slashed in half by the Sandrock.
I think you just saw too many of those Tsunami commercials.
Leos just exist to get blown up.
I
mean, really, unless you're Zex Marquise.
Unless you're Zex Marquise.
Unless you're Baller like the Lightning Count.
then you can take down the most powerful piece of machinery known to man in a Leo, in a welfare zombie.
With a single shot.
Yeah.
I am fucking loving girlfriend beta bitches. I know everyone's pumped for Magi, and I get that, and I am too, but in actuality, I'm actually really, really into this girlfriend beta show. It's great. It's again, even though it's got 5 main girls, it's always a bunch of new, focus on different girls in every episode because the roster is so huge. And this new episode I watched today might have been the best one, or one of the best. It had Aki Toyosaki, it had Emery Kato, it had Kanasumi, it had them all in it.
Right.
Had,
you're never going to be able to...
Mio from K-On! Also.
You're never going to be able to mention this show without me thinking of that skit. With Patrick Warburton.
Yep. Well, that's why I say beta bitches.
That's some unoriginal Ratchet shit.
Shit right there.
I told Anubis, but I don't think I told you, but I might as well mention for the show. I saw the Tamako Market movie, Tamako Love Story. I really liked that. I really liked that. In fact, I actually found that as a movie a bit better of a movie than the Automaster movie. About recent. And one thing, if you're like, I don't know, I don't watch this. I wasn't really one thing. The 2 worst characters, they're only in the beginning. They're in the short that's in the beginning.
Now with 99% less bird.
Yes. Also, it's short. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. Less if you even count the the short in the beginning. So it won't hurt you to watch this.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
I'll watch it just because like I enjoyed Tamako Market, but for what it was, I couldn't get into it.
Also, it is about something, even though it's a lot of like slice of life. And like I said, it's just mainly a cute little romance thing. It's in Kiwani fashion.
That's all I was wondering about. Does it go somewhere? Now I don't.
I picked up. I don't think I mentioned this in the last one because I think I did it in between, so I couldn't have. I recently picked up those Faku books actually.
Ooh.
I only have the
second one.
I only have the digital ones. Yeah, I would say if you like it, go ahead.
Awesome.
But the actual hard copies haven't. Hard copies. See, it's a double pun. It's a news show and no, but seriously though, I don't have the physical copies of it yet. I don't even think the original one is in Renai sample has been sent out yet.
Oh, so you ordered the physical copies as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to
I just instantly got the other ones.
I was also today watching the movie compilation, which is essentially the whole thing. Just it's just in the. I mean, it essentially was kind of a movie just split up already. Of Ixer 1.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I love that OVA. That's one of my favorites.
I have it on my shelf.
Yeah, same here. It's right there.
It's great. It's. I hope one day they do, like, at least in Japan, a Blu-ray version, because that would look great. There's some really great scenes in that.
I'd watch it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling is when something comes out on Blu-ray and you want to double dip, but you're also like, oh hey, I need money.
Well, I've also been playing some video games, like I said. I was actually playing a little bit of both Earthworm Jim.
Oh,
I forgot how hard those games are, especially the first one. It's a run and gun platformer, but it's also just really, you gotta be really precise with the controls.
Right.
I have no sympathy because I used to play games like G.I. Joe and shit.
There you go.
And those are the same kind of concept, running platformers.
Was that at the NES?
Yes, and I also used to play just regular shooting games off of there too, like Contra and stuff, you know.
Yeah, this one. Well, the thing that you have to be so precise is, as if I don't know if you ever played the Earthworm Jim, but you have to you can use your head, since a worm, as like a thing to swing on.
That's using your head.
Yeah. Well,
really?
There's actually a level called, or at least the song for the level called "Use Your Head."
There we go.
Where the whole premise is you're swinging down, you're using your head as like a helicopter, and you have to swing down, and there's the spikes all around the sides, so you have to like maneuver while not hitting the sides. I also love the music in that level also. Like, actually, the music composition is, although one thing that it shouldn't put a damper on my opinion of the series, but it kind of is. I found out that the creators, or one of the creators for Earthworm Jim, is like is a conservative and like anti-gay.
So something about that is just weird sounding. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, well, it does make sense. I mean, in context, Earthworm Jim did have like a very like country Texan feel, so a lot of the, there's a lot of the music that uses country and like and cows.
I wonder how much of our listenership is in Texas that just stopped listening because of that.
Ooh, ouch.
How about we badmouth every fucking country? We're gonna badmouth every fucking.
Yeah, the Ukraine's pissed at us.
Fuck you, Antarctica. Fuck you. Fuck you, Antarctica. All right.
No, fuck Antarctica. All right. Listen. All right.
You goddamn scientists and penguins.
Have you seen the thing? Don't go to Antarctica. There's nothing for you there. Why are we going to Antarctica? There's no reason to do that.
No, he's right, though. We pissed off everyone. We said we were banned in Canada, which...
Banned in Canada.
The Ukraine.
Ukraine's mad at us because we made Chernobyl jokes.
Yep.
Did I don't know. Did I ever say anything about Africa? I might have said something about South Africa, and probably saying the guys that are Hobbylink, the Hobbylink Japan, the Gunpla TV, and they're originally from South Africa. And I said they were a little dry sounding.
Okay, so somehow that's pissing off all the South Africans.
Yeah. Right. Okay. The
Japan.
British talk. We shoot on British anime fans all the time, so England hates us.
I'll never insult you. I won't insult you, Japan. You guys are awesome.
Okay. So hang on. We're not done yet here. Yeah. We're recapping. You mentioned Great Britain or the UK if you want.
Yeah.
Great Britain
as a whole. Let's see here. Well, we kind of did with Poland.
Russia.
If you remember.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Russia, because they banned anime, or a certain anime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Russia. I like Russia anyway.
Ooh.
The AK-47's crap. I'm sorry.
Our fan base from Moscow is putting you on a list.
Yeah, all three of them. Yes, they can put me on the list and shoot at me with their AK-47s and not hit me.
Ooh, ouch. Burn.
Dude, considering, like, I look at, like, shoulder trap dojins. That just puts already me on the
Yeah,
list.
I'm the guy who likes Boku no Pico. I'm already on the list.
There you go. Putin has you on a little list. Specifically you.
Specifically me, Time Enforcer Anubis.
Yeah.
The Task Force Moe guy.
Task Force Moe guy.
And apparently works
Yeah,
at Faku, except you don't.
Apparently I write for Faku.
Yeah.
Which is funny because
I'd love to do that, but I don't.
And it's funny because they're not a writing outlet.
Yeah, nobody writes for Faku.
Yeah, unless you mean they post on forums, which
Yeah.
only a couple of thousand other people.
But no, speaking of shooting games, I've been gaming myself. Mostly I've been playing X3 Terran Conflict. I've been working on reorganizing my entire space corporation structure and renaming all my ships to the names of shmups and Toho characters.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I recommend you want to try an old one. It's got a good learning curve. It's not as hard as some other ones. The one I mentioned, Truxton.
Oh yeah, I named my heavy freighter after that.
The only thing I hate is it's kind of a minor thing, but it's like the music plays, you pause it, and instead of like the melody like being right when you paused it, it starts all over again when you paused it.
That might cause a problem for me. Just like that by itself might just not be on board with that. I don't know. Music is big for me in games. Always has been.
I don't know, but it's a good one. If you like Raiden, it's pretty much that. It's pretty much very similar. I've
played very, very little Raiden in my life. Like the most I played actual for real Raiden was the one time I played Raiden for the Atari Jaguar at Anime Boston that one time. I got to hold that controller again.
I actually remember in the 90s playing the arcade version of Raiden 2. I remember seeing that. Was it 1 or 2? I forgot. I think it might have been 2, but
the last time I played Raiden was the last time I played Raiden was the last time I played Mortal Kombat.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to make that joke.
No, except that's not a joke.
Yeah, wrong Raiden.
I don't even play Raiden. I play Jax.
How did I know that?
Yeah, I think that's probably like the
Special
guy.
Forces.
I think, if I remember, I think the one I played the most in Mortal Kombat was probably Scorpion. Just because doing the get over here thing was like one of the easiest and most effective moves.
It depends on who you're playing against, really. Depending on which one you were playing. I mean, like if you were playing 3 or some variant of it, like Trilogy or something like that, it always sucked when you had to fight against a really good Nightwolf player, because that was like just a really overpowered character.
My recollection of playing 3 is so limited because it just didn't reside the way 1 and 2.
No, it was too goofy.
They really like turned down like
it was more cartoony.
Yeah, it was like cartoony violent. I mean, some of the other stuff when you think about it, ripping your head off with the spinal cord attached.
See, that was cool.
Oh, it is. It's just, but at the same time, it's like but that was considered shocking. But today, it's like, eh.
Yeah, today.
Shocking? What the hell? Didn't they ever see Predator 2?
But yeah, I've been doing some gaming. I've been watching some anime. I almost caught up on Amagi Brilliant Park. Still have episode 6 to finish, but that's it. I caught the first episode of Grisaya no Kajitsu.
Yeah, how is that? 'Cause that one I'm not watching.
It's pretty good. I've only really watched the first episode, because then I downloaded the game and I'm playing that now. But I enjoyed the first episode enough to download the game and start playing it. How's that?
Also, I recommend. I'm really liking the show. Um, Inu Battle,
I might check that out.
the Trigger one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm liking that one too. This season's just been really good.
I've been hearing that a lot from quite a few.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying what this season has to offer.
And it's funny because when I looked at it, I honestly didn't see me watching a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm saying, when I looked at it, until I finally got convinced to watch Amagi, when I was looking at it, it was like, okay, the 2 Gundam stuff, and that's about it.
It's a given,
Oh.
you know.
Yeah, I'm still watching.
Don't forget Operation Victory Arrow.
Oh yeah.
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 And,
Sweet.
and for me
Forgot about
personally,
this. I'm pumped. Let's go.
also for me personally, the Yuri OVA. But
I
that's
still need to
just
finish
yes, you do.
the second episode of Yuri.
You really. Again,
My backlog is massive.
you gotta do that thing where you watch stuff on a separate thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I need to start doing. I need to
You-
I need to do the thing where I just sit down with X3 Terran Conflict for 8 hours and watch anime on this screen.
Yeah.
You got to do the thing with the thing involving the thing.
I gotta do with the thing, with the stuff, and the place.
Yeah.
Technically,
I'm also
So
still
whatchamacallit.
I'm also still watching Yuki Yuna as a hero. Which I said very derivative from manga, but
Yeah,
surprisingly
not
I'm
about
still I keep thinking, am I gonna drop it this, and then I watch it, I'm like, no, I'm still kind of liking it. You know, it's not my favorite of the season, but it's not. I can't say no either to it. So
And that brings me to an actual good point. I've realized the longer I've been watching anime, the less tolerance I have for screwing around. In the sense that I'm more willing to just drop something.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
do get that. Yeah. Oh, I don't want you to think I drop a lot of stuff. I mean, holy shit, did I drop Twin Tails, the Twin Tails one like right after that first
Such
episode.
a great premise.
Well, I was hoping that was gonna be so bad but it like so bad it's good, like But nope, it was just bad.
I mean, hell, I freaking dropped Kill la Kill, and like everyone but me was pumped about that.
Well, again,
I can already see people wanting your head on a pike.
it's really I don't know. I'm weird about the same thing happened with me and Gurren Lagann where I really enjoyed it, but yet it's not one of those things like I have to get it like merchandise or any of the official actual. Oh, actually, I do.
Now see, I did pick up Gurren Lagann. I got it on my
I
shelf.
have Gurren Lagann too, but that was because it was a cheap, that Bandai release at the
I don't
time.
particularly see any reason I need. I don't intend to watch Gurren Lagann again for any in any time soon. But I could do with a Viral figure.
Well,
Viral
was it
figure, I'll do that.
now Aniplex is releasing it again, Gurren Lagann. This time $60 per like 5 episodes or something on Blu-ray.
Better than it used to be with Aniplex. I bet people are still complaining.
The bitching will resume.
Naturally.
Of course, it's Aniplex. When people aren't bitching about Aniplex, that probably means they failed.
An interesting thing was brought up on another ANN cast where they had the guy from Right Stuff, and they were saying that, asking, okay, what stuff has been selling? And they were saying a lot of the Aniplex stuff tends to be.
Imagine that.
And that's why I keep saying, the people that are going to buy it are going to buy it.
Yeah.
And
well, yeah, they're not looking at it in the same way that we kind of pointed out that it's a premium. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, this is not for the casual person.
No.
I would love to buy even just the first season of Bakemonogatari, but $150 for 15 episodes is a lot. And what if it was even 70 or something, 60 to 70? I would do it at that level, but not at the level that it is right now.
Well, no, if I had that level of disposable income, I would throw the $150 for Bakemonogatari.
Oh, it's not a principal thing. It's like some people. It's not a principal thing. It's more of a I actually can't.
I simply can't afford it. I would buy it if I could afford it.
There's a lot of other shows that I want to get also, and
Well, certainly, but if I had that money and I knew I could spend it, and I saw Bakemonogatari in front of me, I'd take it.
yeah. Oh, I one more thing I mentioned that I saw the other day.
Then we'll go to the break.
What? Yeah.
One more thing, then we'll go to the break.
Yeah, I saw the OAD for Watamote.
How was that? Because I still need to finish that series too.
It was all right. It wasn't as good. It wasn't. It just felt like another episode to me. I wish it wasn't really.
Good for me.
It wasn't really a send off to the series. I mean, because the series was hilarious, and it's very much that you cringe, but at the same time you pity.
Exactly.
And you cheer on her, and that's what I liked about Watamoto actually. I wasn't sure in the beginning if I was something for me because it was like, oh, this thing that's like hyper popular, and sometimes.
I was one of those people who had read the manga beforehand, so I was already pumped for it.
I have the first 2 volumes. I still haven't looked through them. I still haven't read it.
Things have gotten to a point when Anubis has read the manga.
Yeah.
Before.
When I've read the manga beforehand, you know that it's something to possibly take a look at.
Because, like you said, I don't like having half of shit or parts
I don't like
of
buying
shit.
things in parts. Hate it. Can't stand it. That's why I didn't buy.
So you don't like those assembly kits?
Well,
like
he's the
model
gun
kits?
saga.
You buy the whole thing and it comes in parts. If they if they like duct taped all the parts of a show and then sold that, I'd buy it. I just hate buying the individual parts by themselves. Can't stand it.
Right.
Well, the only way you're gonna get that is in the whole thing is like if the series is all done and then like they put it all in one release, like Azumanga Daioh.
Yeah.
We're right. I'm just razzing him. There's no ill will there.
In any case, that's the break. Keep it right here on NTR Radio. That's
NTR Radio. We're gonna do it up your butt.
There we go. Let's see.
VZ's gonna say something weird.
Don't make us get out the soundboard and. Wow. Pepsi Pink Cola.
Pink Cola.
What does it taste like?
I don't know. It's from Japan though.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
Pink Cola. I have a couple ideas of what it could be. None of which would probably taste very good. It's basically a carbonized version of fucking bazooka gum.
Mm.
That sounds disgusting.
That was the point.
Well, you know what they could do.
Like Mountain Dew Cheetos doesn't.
You ever see those pics?
That's dumb.
You ever see those pics of like like you had the thing of the girl and you lift up the skirt and then you put the sauce on the ice. Flavoring on the ice and it's supposed to look like pee.
I've seen the one where it's like, it's like a drink dispenser.
Yes, that's what
I've seen that.
I need to get one of those.
They do, okay, you have your mozzarella sticks, right? And you put it underneath, and it dispenses sauce.
That's disgusting.
Hey,
there's nothing wholesome about
free
that.
bleeding.
Let's play.
Hashtag free bleeding, man.
No.
Oh,
that's not free bleed. That sounds like a bad call.
Gotta just do it wherever, like an animal. Just.
Oh.
Just have it plop, plop, plop. Oh.
Well, yes.
Feminism. Woo! Go, girl.
I wish people would stop saying that regardless what they believe.
Alright, I will be right back.
Roger.
Try not to bleed somewhere.
Ha!
I'm surprised that South Park hasn't done an episode about Gamergate yet.
I wouldn't completely count it out.
Yeah, me neither.
And the episode should be called ##.
I mean, they already did one on the on pretty much social justice.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious too, by
I
the
still
way.
have to watch that one.
It was pretty good. I haven't seen it in. It's called The Sissy.
Oh yeah. That one was that was pretty.
It was pretty funny.
Social. Yeah. The sissy. CISSY.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I hadn't actually watched the show in probably years, so.
Yeah, they got to do one about Gamergate if they want to keep current about shit going down. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Alright.
Yeah. Did you see? Oh no. Well, you said you haven't watched. But last year they did the Black Friday trilogy. It was about they were fighting. You had two sides of the two groups of kids, and they were fighting over which new console they should get, the PS4 or the Xbox One.
Yeah, that sounds like something they'd do.
Yep.
But it would have been funny if something like Butters said, "I want to get the Nintendo Wii U."
And of course, that was Butters.
Of course.
No, I'm saying I said Butters. That should have been something they put in. They didn't do it, but that would have been because it sounded like something that he would say.
It does.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Ready on the second segment. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to NTR Radio. All right, so our 50th episode. The topic is NTR Radio.
Go. Think of this as the narcissism episode.
Yeah, listen, we've gotten through 50 episodes, and Mother Nature itself tried to shut us down once, so we deserve
more
to
than
be
once,
a bit
dude.
narcissistic.
Okay,
Fuck you, Mother Nature.
Yeah, now next time.
You can't take me down.
Yeah, no. So now a hurricane's gonna come, and it's gonna turn my front yard into a salad again. It's gonna knock you out for another 2 months.
And of course, my area will flood again.
Naturally.
Actually, no, it's not really what happened. It was technically an air conditioning problem, but still, you know. There have been things.
Yeah, stuff has happened that has attempted to take down NTR Radio, but it didn't.
The most amusing of which, of course, probably was the hurricane.
Yeah.
Because weren't we actually recording an episode as that was about to happen?
Yeah, it was like the day before.
Like we're sitting there, like, you know, all I can only imagine you guys are like hunkered down, you know.
I don't hunker down.
Neither do I. I didn't think anything would happen that time.
And then I saw my neighbors going down the street on a log, you know.
Yeah, then a boat passed by.
Don't laugh. I had to cross through a river of water to get to the other house.
No, I'm saying it's real.
Yeah, the struggle is real. You parted it like the Red Sea, though.
There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically we're talking about like anime podcasting and kind of where NTR Radio fits into that world.
Well, obviously, we steal others' listeners.
Naturally.
I mean, our name pretty much indicates that.
Yeah.
No, actually, the story behind that was actually us just fucking around.
Yeah, we were just coming up with names. And
we really were. It was like one of those simultaneous.
All three of us thought was the funniest.
Yeah. Obviously, it's kind of a parody of NPR.
Yep.
For those out of the country who aren't familiar, you know.
Yeah. We have plenty of listeners in Germany somehow.
That's well, I did say nice things about them, I guess.
Yeah.
In the sense that, you know, hey, I'm not hearing a lot of this coming from there.
Yeah.
When we were talking about
maybe there's some there that are on board with my idea of having Highland Hammer Dojin with and cross that with Strike Witches.
There we go. They're on board, I'm not.
Specifically Imagination Dojin.
Yeah. That would get you into some hot water.
Yeah.
And if you listen closely, you hear the sound of a bunch of our subscribers going out unsubscribing.
Thank you, VZ. Okay, but yeah, we basically came up with it originally.
Well,
Shit,
after your original podcast.
Right, that was more of a.
Yeah,
That was
the olden days podcast. Yeah.
With
Remember
the,
that somehow.
Remember back when Mega Upload was a thing?
Yeah.
That was that era.
and someone that
But here's the best part about that though. This was something that was on the internet and is not anymore.
Unless someone has it,
I didn't even
uploads
keep
it.
that.
I don't have any of the files anymore. Okay, guys, I
either.
don't think you have any of the files
Nope.
anymore. Mega Upload's dead, so the files aren't there anymore. And your old YouTube is down, so it's not there anymore either.
I have literally removed something from the internet.
Something has vanished from the internet. And unless
Which is-
some hero decides to put
Please
those
don't.
please don't. Those were awful.
Which is
Yes, they
you
were.
know,
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing back then.
Me either.
which is perfect because I don't think you want to hear someone that clearly did not know that Cream Lemon was specifically the 80s, and I explained that.
Someone who didn't know what Studio Shaft was.
Yeah, yeah. It
that's
was like, Shaft.
Yeah, that would be far more of a grievance.
That was dark. That was a dark time. That was so.
Those were special times.
The Dark Ages.
Yeah. He's like, well, maybe Cream Lemon came in this, and I'm like,
No, it doesn't teleport.
What is this maybe? It came in.
It's from the past.
We know the release dates. We know we have.
Yeah,
We don't have
exactly.
to ask questions. We have the internet. We have technology.
You know.
There were. I'd like to think of that as like a running test ground.
It was a test bed for what you currently hear now on NTR Radio.
Yeah. I think the reason why I also got on board with doing the podcasting is one, I was a fan of hearing like Anime World Order, but at the same time being kind of annoyed at like the whole anti-moe sentiment with these type of podcasts, and you know.
Well, yeah. To be fair, there wasn't. I'm pleading ignorance here, but before us, I don't remember ever hearing one.
Neither have I.
No, me neither.
I don't know if that makes us like innovators or
I
something.
would like to think we're innovators.
I want, a pro moe, a unapologetic, for what our tastes are.
Defiantly positive.
That too. We're not drenched in the cynicism of
We don't drink the haterade.
Well. Occasionally, Anubis does have to go on his tirade about light novels being too long.
Yeah. Which,
Or
to be fair, they are too long.
The titles, rather, not necessarily the actual, the LN,
But no, I mean, to me, it was about just putting that kind of voice out there. Like,
calling out some other
in the
awful
sea
podcasts.
we can get to that. But in the sea of all this cynicism and negativity, just putting an alternate voice out there.
Right.
And having and not just putting an alternate voice out there, but having it be quality, like having it be good as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Any doofus can start a podcast.
We did.
But we doofuses got together and started a podcast, but it turned out to not suck. And I think it turned out to not suck, and it turned out to last more than 10 episodes. And I think that's something to kind of be applauded for that.
Right.
Because I think in these days a lot of podcasts come and go. There's
Oh, yeah.
a few that stay around.
Oh yeah, it's like some bad fart in the air, just kind of there and dissipates.
I remember. I specifically remember a podcast that like came and went and was called "We Boobies."
What?
Yes.
A couple points for the
I'm
name.
glad
I guess?
that went. I'm not glad that came, but I'm glad that went.
Wow. How did I never hear of that?
You know, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna thank my lucky stars that I didn't hear of that.
Well, and again, when we created this one, it was kind of a what kind of stuff would we like to hear?
Yeah, exactly. It was like
It's like fans, fans for fans type of.
Because fan pandering is bad, and you shouldn't fan pander, because then it's the snake eating its own tail, you know?
maybe the snake likes the taste of its tail. Shit.
Actually, I have to kind of, as someone that actually graduated from art school, I kind of have to agree with Nubis about the whole, I hate art, when you say that.
Yeah.
I kind of get what you're saying. You hate the...
I know what he means.
I hate the institution, and I hate the need for the term. It's a useless term.
Here's the thing for me. When somebody says something's art with a capital A, and doing the air quotes here, the only thing I can think of, or the first thing I think of, is those fucking jungle gym messes in front of college campuses.
Yeah, just a mangled bunch of rebar.
And I just look at that and I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
A large piece of cast iron that is leaning slightly.
That actually reminds me of there was an episode of Hidamari's sketch where they were looking at an outside museum of art, and one of the things was just a metal cylinder, and they thought it was like thought it would have like a fancy name, and then I think it was just called metal cylinder or something.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. But it's not even that I hate that stuff. It's that I hate that the word art is only ever brought up when people want to make a dumb semantic argument about what is and is not art.
Well, beyond that...
Otherwise, when you're talking about a sculpture, you say a sculpture, or you say a painting.
Right. I know what you're saying, and nobody likes to have that argument where... hold on. I lost my train of thought there. No, nobody likes to argue with art people either.
Yeah, it's a dumb argument to have. What is an art?
Exactly. It's like, why frame this muffler, and put it on display, and and I titled it, I got fucked at the gas station.
There we go.
I just saw something awful on 4chan.
Oh, really? You saw something bad on 4chan?
Okay,
surprised.
It's mascara, but it's specifically manga effect mascara.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that's actually not attractive.
No, I'm willing to bet that is not attractive.
I can't see it, but I'm just going by what I'm visualizing in my head.
And the cover looks like some sort of Takashi Murakami type of...
There we go.
Oh, jeez.
Talking about art, Takashi Murakami. That guy.
Lonesome Cowboy!
Yeah.
Have that on your front lawn.
To be fair, though, he directed Pharrell's new video, and that was remarkably subdued as far as Murakami-isms go.
As opposed to the other Murakami.
Yeah. The good Murakami. I was actually watching Princess 69 earlier. It's pretty good.
That's art. It taught me a lot about camera angles. and fast forwarding.
And also the other thing, yes, because the other thing that we do is, as I said, we're unapologetic with our tastes. We don't say, well, we have to be.
Yeah, there's no reason not to be.
Yeah, but how
embarrassment is counterproductive.
Yeah, but how a lot of it's they have to be. Well, if I'm gonna review hentai, it only has to be because it has some sort of significance in the history of anime. I don't actually
dumb.
Screw that.
It's
no pun intended. Screw that.
Sometimes, you like it because it makes you hard.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
Gee, pornography.
Imagine that.
But pornography's bad.
No, it's not.
Because fapping to tunes is bad.
But that's the thing. It's why be why be embarrassed about what you like? I don't
Because
get that.
it's
I don't
the
understand
whole, it's the nerd. Yeah, that's another thing. When people say there's no such thing as nerd hierarchy.
that. People,
I'm like,
there is a bunch of people who really want there to be.
Yeah.
Well,
Was
and that
Yeah, girlfriend beta for alpha male.
some unoriginal ratchet shit.
I'm a nerd, but at least I'm not like
Those nerds.
Yeah.
But no, that's the thing. I'm a nerd, but at least I'm not like those nerds who try to instill nerd hierarchy. I'm a nerd, but at least I'm not like one of those nerds who's desperately trying to convince like whoever. I don't know.
The public at large.
That reminds me of like I love the term.
This art thing and anime is it's a legitimate entertainment. So just like what you like, dude.
I love the term that Encyclopedia Dramatica coined for those type of people. Reject weeaboos.
How can you fail at being a weeaboo?
The comedy
I feel like you have to try.
The comedy drop people.
Basically.
You know.
I mean,
that's the blog that never updates, but yet people still think is relevant. Now.
Speaking of updated blogs, there are reasons mine have been slow.
Yeah, I was actually wondering about that, but
yeah, and it goes back to what I said earlier about basically my time being taken. I'm not sure if I really want to get into that right now, but
nah, you don't have to.
Just trust me.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's got a reason, but whatever. But yeah, you know, but
that's another thing we do is like we're not afraid to call people out on being whatever they're being.
Yeah. Whether they're people that just don't provide any content,
whether they make no content or whether they say dumb stuff and like come at us with it, or whether they say dumb stuff and aren't even coming at us with it, and we're just calling them out on being dumb.
He's a creepy motherfucker.
And it's like, I like how we, throughout NTR Radio, we haven't been like afraid to step up to that. Like we did that with Fight Bait, and that was really good actually. I enjoyed that.
I'm still waiting for. I would so love to debate Mr. Cody Ballsack Liquor, but
no, he's not. He's not going to debate us.
I know
I knew he wasn't going to debate us.
I know he's not, but I'm just
I just don't care. I don't have time for.
You don't have
the whole thing with. Here's the thing. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who wants to do it. It's not going to happen. The whole thing with the other side was us calling them out on being dumb, and I forget who it was who said this, but it's don't interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake.
Right. Normally it's accredited to Napoleon.
Yeah. But it's like, we called him out for being dumb, and then he had this entire hour-long segment on his show where he just was dumb for an hour.
Gotta pay those bills somehow.
Also, I saw it. Was it not the other side, but the other podcast that they do that has him in it?
The A3K podcast?
Yeah.
I don't listen to that one anymore. I used to listen to it when it had John Paul from Fight Bait on it, but
they made it as a video thing.
Really?
So as a YouTube, so now I'm able to see what he actually looks like.
Why would you ever do that? Why?
You didn't know?
Yeah, you didn't know?
Dude, I'm an MM. I'm a mega masochist.
Even if you're
I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing. I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see the face to go with the sound.
I don't know
why
I need to do that.
I don't got time to play games with fucking kids, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of kids,
we had our fun with that podcast, and that played right into our hands once again. It's like
speaking of kids, remember we can't forget about a certain ninja.
Ninja. Yeah, that was also back during the old times.
I like to call them the special times.
Mr. I'm nostalgic, even though I wasn't around when that time period.
I'm nostalgic for stuff from like the early '80s, but I'm Time Enforcer Anubis' age, possibly younger.
Yeah, no, younger.
Younger?
Yeah.
Okay, confirmed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Slightly younger, but yeah.
let's try not to make this into a.
So what does a podcast do that's good? So what do we do that's
Isn't that for someone else to say?
Well, I think we also brought out the light in like some other people like Drawing Girl who start and also we got Otaku Midnight who started their podcast.
Yeah.
So we're clearly getting out.
We're inspiring people, and I like that.
Yeah.
Also, one other thing is some terms that we've coined have been floating around now.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
which is kind of funny because
Anti-Moe Brigade.
Well, we didn't coin it, but we made it famous. Advanced capitalism.
Oh yeah, advanced capitalism.
That will never not be amusing to me.
What's the other
because the person who says something like that is clearly like knee deep into Mao's Red Book.
Also, what were some other ones that we coined?
I don't even know.
There's certain mannerisms, I guess.
Mm.
Anubis has one that's not really part of necessarily NTR Radio because he says it off the air too when he does his thing.
Yeah.
Not that. The way you stretch it out is.
Yeah.
No. I love when you do the no.
Nope.og.
No, when you do the no.
I that's
all
more
these things I don't even notice that I do, yet do them anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure I have some of those too. They got I always liked your how you write whatever nope dot and then you just have whatever extension.
Nope.og.
Yeah, dot og vorbis.
Dot part 1.
Seriously, who thought that was going to take off? Og vorbis. But no, one thing I like that we do is I like to think of us as the realist anime podcast.
Yeah. We actually the way things are rather than what we think things are or what we want it to be, or it's just like the whole Aniplex thing. We don't
observation.
Yeah, it's not that
real.
We're not against the it's not that we're so for the high pricing. It's that it's the way things are.
Yeah,
it's the way.
It's not. It's
the reality of
I would like the prices to be lower, but I also understand the way a business needs to work.
What their business model specifically?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And what their business model is, and it's that, and we also kind of like we get deeper with stuff. Like we talk about concepts and shit. Like we'll go deep into like the last one we did, how to stay positive about anime. I haven't really seen another anime podcast do an episode like that. Usually it's something like, okay, we're going to review this show and whatnot, or we're going to talk about like what's coming out next season, or we're doing the season recap or stuff. But we do stuff like how to stay positive about anime. We'll do a show about just moe in general. We'll do a show about doujins or just overarching concepts, and we boil that down into an entire show.
Well, to be fair, as far as the positive thing goes, the fact that we even have to actually use that as a subject matter is kind of depressing.
Here's the fact that we have to use that as a subject matter just further proves the need for NTR Radio to exist.
We're all up in your podcast, stealing your listeners.
Yeah. It's like, and this goes back to like us being like the pro Moy podcast. It's like there's so much negativity out there. It's like, let's start a podcast about positivity and see where that goes. And it went somewhere.
Well, obviously this is the 50th one
here.
I mean, like I said, we're going to Disney World.
Yeah, Epcot.
So does that mean that oh yeah, Robert Stack's dead. I can't make that joke.
Uh-oh.
No, you know, from basketball.
Oh yeah.
When he talks about what the hell was his name? I can't remember, Joe Cooper or whatever.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched basketball.
Yeah, me too. I just remember that clip. Anyhow, holy shit, dogs are going berserk.
But yeah, that's what I like about NTR Radio. We talk about real problems. Like that episode where we talked about real problems, like where we talked about like the Japan birth rate thing.
Right, and we had an episode based off of high school.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Did we do one? If we haven't, we gotta do one about Yuri.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be doing that.
Yeah.
We also gotta do one about Loli.
Oh yeah, but
yeah,
speaking of
been
that,
in planning for a while.
Right.
Do a Loli one.
Speaking of that, I've got the guy for that too.
Perfect. Beautiful.
If just because it would be entertaining.
Mm-hmm. You should be ashamed for liking that stuff, because your tastes are shit, and you're the one ruining the anime. Because anime was all about Cowboy Bebop before.
It wasn't when I got into it. It wasn't even a show.
It wasn't when I got into it.
It was Cowboy Bebop and Ghost in the Shell. Now you're into all this moe shit, and this is ruining anime, because anime is a deep and intricate art form.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Not exactly.
Straight from Japan, not kid.
That is kind of what they remind me of.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's painful putting in like an older ADV disc in and having that pop up. It's like such an.
Can you skip it?
Yeah, I skip it usually.
Because I can only just imagine like every like nerve in your body just dying off. Like, no. Stop that. I'm not that insecure about my hobby. Stop that.
But it's like you can't be shamed if you refuse to be shamed.
Not only that, but I mean, first off, I find that as a culture, the culture of shame, as it were, it is really annoying anyway.
And
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It's a bullshit way to get people to get people on board with whatever you're saying. It's like, oh, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, and if you don't agree with my perspective, we're gonna insult and berate you until you do.
Yeah, it's the weird thing about that is that it usually only works in insular communities.
Exactly.
And the internet is not an insular community.
Exactly.
It's the internet. I mean, you know.
I also don't
We're not North Korea. We're not closed off.
Can't stand like the whole people that just get so sick of what it is, but they still try to stay in it, and then that's when they become cynical.
Sometimes it's time to put it to bed.
Yeah, I've never quite understood that. It's one of those things where why are you doing that?
Yeah, exactly.
You appear to be smart enough to know better.
Appear to be.
Yeah, that's why I said appear.
But yeah, it's like, and that's really what I think kind of sets NTR Radio apart from like your general purpose anime podcast. It's like we're all three of us still really into anime, and like not just into anime, but into today's anime as well.
Well,
Yeah,
right.
It's not just a nostalgia
Yeah.
thing.
Well, certainly not.
It's not a nostalgia thing, nor is it like we're looking for the best of the best. No, we're just looking for the stuff
we're
we
also
like.
not only just like the new. You know, it was like we're not just like people that have been watching anime for only 5 years, and you know,
No, definitely
we're,
not.
We're all different from way back when to today and stuff. We've all got wide tastes, and we all like a whole bunch of different stuff, and we've all got our own individual tastes among the three of us. And I think
Certainly.
that's a great dynamic that really works.
and we
in
still
this show.
all understand and get along with the taste. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody's gonna come out and be just like, oh, like I don't like that show, so you're a shitlord.
You know, it's like, I really love Yuri, for example, where K-Gods, he just couldn't get into it at all. And that's fine. That's
not particularly my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, and K-Guys and I
That's
love
fun.
Code Geass, and you do not, VZ.
No.
I mean,
I also did.
but all of us love Bondage Game, and that's important.
All I remember from that was the shit-eating part.
And that's all you need to know.
Really, to be fair, I think that kind of sums up the whole thing. Is that part?
Yeah.
I think you don't need to remember any more of it. I think you're good.
Like I said, if you don't know what we're talking about, obviously you don't want to know now.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Pigeon Blood, Anubis?
No, not yet.
That's perfect.
Not
for
yet
your,
is the
that
is
is
the
perfect.
answer.
That is perfect for your. That should go
panel?
on your the fuck the
The panel. Yeah, I do need to start looking for new material for that. 'Cause I
That's
submitted
actually-
that to AB. Not
All
too
right,
long ago.
I'll spoil it. One part of it.
Cover your ears, kids.
Vagina mouth.
Okay.
You know,
Mouth. A literal vagina for a mouth.
Considering what I've seen in my own panel so far, I'm not too fazed by that.
I mean,
Because I've seen the.
Maybe they tried to make the vagina monologues a little too literal there.
Oh, come on.
I deserve that.
Because I've seen that one. I think it's Shintaro Kago who did the first chapter of what was Hell
Stories?
Hell Season.
Oh, Hell Season. That's it.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was Shintaro Kago. And if anyone knows what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. There are certain things that you'll see as a fan, whether you really want to or not, if you're
That's another thing.
curious enough, that will permanently burn scars into your fucking retinas.
That's another thing. Like we're so, nothing really phases us and surprises us that we're like, this stuff is like, it's, you know what I mean?
We're not at the level where we're gonna be disgusted by shit.
It's like, grow up.
It's like okay, you saw something and you didn't like it.
Avoid that.
What goes on?
Well, I can understand maybe, some of the hentai. Like, all right, I'll give them that. But
Here's
people
the thing.
that were disgusted over, like, Lucky Star.
What I'm saying with hentai is easier to avoid than the regular stuff. Just don't watch the hentai with all the doo-doo and stuff. That's literally the easiest thing to avoid. It's like people keep saying, "Oh, Boku no Pico." That's literally the easiest thing to avoid. If you don't like gay shoujo, it's probably not your jam.
Well, not only that, but take 2 seconds to research something.
Like, really? Do we?
So don't watch an anime called Boku.
I watched an anime called Boku, and I enjoyed it.
Yes. Another thing is people really got to stop, making a bit like whining about the whole incest trope. They really make it such a. It's like stop.
Well, first off, if that reflected reality, Japan would be entirely a country of blue bloods.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, let's be real.
And then they like, is incest an actual thing in Japan?
No. What the?
Like are giant robots?
I think that's another thing NTR Radio has. Is we're not dumb. Like, we're not stupid about this stuff.
Well,
we know how to do our research. We know how to. We know.
You
we
literally
have some kind of basic knowledge about Japan, and so at the very least, some basic knowledge about the way this industry works.
Well, and like you said,
I know it's a bunch of
God.
Like from certain people, like really just, despite people that review this content, they still like come off really racist.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
And I'm like, you know.
Yeah, lacking in any kind of cultural sensitivity.
Yeah. First off, you shouldn't be basing it off of their like more extreme. You know, it would be like people in other countries basing it off of like Honey Boo Boo, us over Honey.
Maybe people should start doing that. Maybe so we'll fucking stop. I'm just saying that personally. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of reality TV. Fuck that shit. I'm not. I'll go on a tangent.
Ended that, by the way.
Yeah, I heard. Good.
Because she was dating someone that was previously convicted of being a molester.
There we go. But no, I mean, we have both. We're both knowledgeable and enthusiastic, and that's the key to.
But also realist. Also realist.
Also realistic. But so realism, that's sort of something that's kind of secondary. But my main focus, because when I'm looking at the kind of person that I like to consume media from in the anime community, and I like to kind of interact with the anime community, it's knowledgeable. Well, number one is enthusiastic. Number two is knowledgeable.
I understand that because knowledge can just grow. Enthusiasm, usually hits a peak of sorts.
Yeah, knowledge can be taught. Enthusiasm is something that's a lot harder to change once you're either real pumped or especially once you become that jaded dude.
I mean, sometimes you do have to sift through your achings to get to anything good, but
and I'm really just so sick of the whole like cynicism as seen as a positive in the anime fandom here.
That's a cultural thing.
I was gonna say that's not an anime thing.
Oh, yeah, a culture thing. That being and it's like I said, it's
a lot of that's propagated
with wisdom. It's
a lot of that's a lot of that's propagated from like fucking Hollywood and shit like that, or at least it seems like it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's just that's the yeah. Hey, look, I could be a real life Dario also.
Yeah, exactly.
Except that's a character.
Yeah, and it's just an unpleasant kind of
that's
person
true.
to be around. I mean,
like these are the people that if you go to a concert with, they sit there with their arms crossed, all like curmudgeonly, sitting there just like.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, and I've seen that guy, so I haven't been to it in a while, but when I did, I always ran across that person. I'm like, why are you even here?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and it's like that in the community. It's like there's literally nothing out that you like right now, and you don't want to watch anything from before. Why are you even here?
I don't know. Some people have like that old man syndrome to where.
Yeah, in their 30s.
Yeah. That's the fucking funny thing. Like when someone's like not even
I'm 31. I'm an old man.
Yeah, and like you hear that, and it's just
2014, like, not 14.
Yeah, the Black Plague is not here. Yet. Not saying it can't come back.
But yeah, I mean, to me, NTR Radio kind of represents the let's get some real anime fans. Let's get some people who are into anime. Let's get some people who like this stuff and like stuff from before, but are also like into. We got a guy who's into airsoft. We got a guy who's into Transformers. We got a guy who's into metal music and all that. Mix that all that up and see where it goes. Because I mean, I think that's part of what something like that kind of sets NTR Radio in where it is. Like we're anime fans, but we're also like real people. Like,
yeah, I mean,
we joke around about Captain Planet and shit.
Oh God, Captain Planet.
Or
I have horrible reference to that I saw. I saw Rule 34.
Oh, you finally.
I wasn't even looking for it. Somebody.
I'm gonna assume you weren't looking for it.
No, well, fuck no. I was just like, why?
Oh man.
And he was. And not only that, but it was actually of Captain Planet, the character. As in, had blue veins and just, It was horrible. It looked like a fucking chia pet and...
Yeah, thank you. You have...
How do you think I felt?
You have the ring spilling sound. You have the Price is Right fail horn. You need another type of fail. You need to make
I got the Mech Warrior too.
Mission failed.
I got Super Mario Frustration.
This is fucking worse than an R.L. Stein book.
I think you need to do a
Angel
I don't know. Fuck and piss. Yeah, that's good. You need
I haven't heard that one in a while.
You need like some girl like screaming.
I used to have Rika saying Excalibur and Universe. Those two are somewhere. I got Louis C.K.
Oh, Jesus fucking dude.
I think these drop-ins are another thing that sets NTR Radio apart. I've never heard another anime podcast with drop-ins.
Well, there was that other fellow that tried to put them in, and they were terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I meant good drop-ins.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named.
Dumb.
Yeah, he's like I don't know what the hell is that thing called?
Special.
That's not what I was gonna say. Well, we were talking about special time.
That pic that you showed me with the helmet.
Oh. Oh man, why'd you have to bring that up? Ouch. That was painful. Just remembering it. But yeah, I would like to think that has one of the things I was told, and obviously both through email and actually just from, and I don't mean like the emails we have on here. I mean just like through personal correspondence, that kind of thing. Is that we just sound like three guys sitting around like a thing talking, and that is pretty much what it is.
And when you've got like a group podcast like this talking about like a fandom topic like anime or gaming or airsoft or something like that, I feel like that's really the best format for it.
Well, it doesn't feel too stiff or rigid that way.
Yeah, it's natural. It's just a natural three people talking about a thing.
I just say what comes to my mind.
Threesome.
Exactly.
I just say what comes to my mind. If I wanted to say, licking Miley's bald pussy, I'm gonna say licking Miley's bald pussy. Thank you.
Right. Well,
Like going back to, because I mean, when I was thinking, okay, when this was an idea, and I was thinking, okay, what would I enjoy listening to as an anime podcast? What came to mind is there was this old podcast that it was a defunct podcast on a now defunct podcast that was on a now defunct podcasting network called WoW Radio, and they used to do a lot of World of Warcraft stuff. They did a lot of general gaming stuff as well. It was a podcast called Octale and Hordak versus the World. Favorite podcast. I recommend everyone go listen to the old episodes. But it's the same kind of thing. It's just three guys just sitting, taking a topic and talking about it. And they do exactly what throw in references like this and that and this film and this old cartoon, and they have drop-ins and all that, and it was that same thing, and it was fantastic to listen to. And I feel like I like to think we're that in the anime fandom.
As opposed to, doozy bots.
As opposed to doozy bots.
Okay, right. Well, I don't have a whole lot of podcasts I still listen to, and some of the ones I do are defunct now, like you said there. One of the ones I liked was called The Requiem. The Requiem Metal Podcast. And it's these... Yeah, exactly. And it's these two guys that, they're probably a couple of years older than me. Yeah, they definitely are. But anyway, they... it's just two guys, and they were actually together. You could tell they were, like, in the same room.
Right.
And they would sit there and they would have that, kind of car talk thing, where they would play music and they would discuss it, and usually like in an overly academic way. But it was kept pretty light because they'd throw in like a joke about Dave Chappelle and menthol cigarettes, about that skit he did and whatnot.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. Like, we could be both informative and, like, have fun. We don't have to be.
Yeah.
We don't have to be nerds.
We could just talk about life and football and girls.
We get laid. We play football and we get laid.
Also, yeah. Also,
but it's that exactly.
And it's capitalism.
But we're both the personality show and the actual knowing about shit show. Like,
imagine that you can have fun and learn.
Hey, imagine that you can have both, because this is just me, but I'm kind of tired of these shows that are all just based on personality. It's like the show is I want to hear X talk about Y, instead of just I want to hear about Y. I want to hear X talk about Y. Like, right. I mean, I could go to. I could listen to an episode of Octo and Hordak vs. the World and know about the patch notes for 2.0.579 alpha or whatever the hell, and that would be an enjoyable podcast for me because they also have that personality. But I'd also find out the patch notes for 2. Blah blah blah.
Right. I mean, it's almost, it reminds me kind of that sort of way of doing things almost is akin to a mnemonic device, wouldn't you think? In the sense that it's kind of something that you actually can learn something out of it, but you're mildly amused at the same time.
Exactly.
Like the most infamous one is Roy G. Biv.
Yeah, and you'll probably retain it better.
I usually do. I mean, it's not, some of them are really stupid, but I never forget them.
Yep.
I feel like say it like I like maybe I'll still listen, but I still don't have like I think Anime World Order just used to be much better than what it is now, because they actually used to talk about stuff that they were, and now it's just like it's doesn't seem to have the passion.
I don't even know when they update anymore. So
Yeah, it's there's no schedule to it either. It's just whenever.
Right. Well, there is something to be said for consistency too.
no, absolutely.
I mean, it's like, you can count on something where it's like, the show you're going to be looking forward to that weekend or whatever
Exactly.
it is. Unlike Anubis, if you watch TV,
Yeah.
and I don't mean physically stare at a monitor.
Yeah, there is something to be said about consistency, and we have always done our utmost to remain consistent in what we do. Hasn't worked out all the time,
because of Hurricane Sandy and friends.
but
Sandy and friends.
But whenever possible, we sat down and did the episode.
Exactly. I mean,
it's like-
we're like the mailmen.
Yeah,
We're there through rain or snow.
and sometimes hurricanes.
Yeah, and sometimes flooding.
But yeah, it's
And physical injury.
in physical injury.
Need I go
Maybe
back to
snow.
me wiping out in the fucking driveway? Just going to get the mail. Like the most mundane thing imaginable. Like, how does that even happen?
Wipe out.
I'm like laying there on my back, just like, wow, how did that happen?
Yeah, we're here through rain, snow, hurricanes, personal injury, unexpected studio audiences.
Yeah. For some reason, I was actually thinking of some of those trial run episodes when you said that.
Also, the episode where. Also, don't forget the episode that we discussed right after you talked with Zachy Boy.
Oh yeah, that one. Burning
Yeah.
bridges.
Yeah, are you ever gonna maybe try to get back on?
I'm not counting on it, to be perfectly honest.
Probably be a waste of time.
It'd probably be a waste of time.
I mean,
yeah. Then put me there, and I'd put him back in his place.
nah, they just cut your mic.
Yeah, no. Good luck getting on ANN Cast. Not knocking on you, VZ, but
Because the
good luck.
next show he wants to watch, because the next show he's gonna watch all of is Clannad.
It's a good show.
I doubt he will say so.
I can't see why anyone would say it's a bad show unless they had some kind of personal beef with it. But I can't see any glaring faults with it. It's a good show. An individual might not personally like it, but that doesn't make it a bad show.
Because he's trying to look at these things that were like highly regarded at one time that he just glossed over. And
Why do
and
people
see
feel
the
the need to do
episode.
that? If they weren't interested in seeing it before, why see it now?
Well,
I have
mean,
no interest in seeing Sword Art Online, and that was real big.
I haven't seen. Amagami is big, and I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it. I have
But-
just. Have,
But you want to see it.
Yeah, I don't think you're being pressured by external.
You're not in it with this. Okay, let's see what the big deal about this is. I don't care what the big deal about Sword Art Online is. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like no reason to do that. I don't care how big a property is. If I'm just not interested, it's not gonna happen that way.
Yeah, it's like One Piece. You're just not gonna get me on board. It's not gonna happen.
One Piece,
It's not. It's not.
Naruto.
get on board.
Don't take it so personal.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna get into this Naruto thing. This thing that just like ended.
this thing that just
Just
ended.
ended. Right.
Have fun.
Like, and the only reason I know that it
See you in
ended,
10 years.
and the only reason I know that it just ended is because people announced it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like,
What
oh, the
if I
show is
wasn't
still
on
going
Twitter?
on. I didn't know.
If I wasn't on Twitter, I'd have no idea.
No,
Also,
for all I know, it could have ended a year ago.
Yeah, you know, Naruto ended 3 years ago. I'm like, dude, cool.
Also, you're gonna be wearing. Oh, what was I gonna say?
I mean, you know,
Yeah, you'll be wearing your headband, and next you know, you'll be wearing your headband in public and all that.
and buried headfirst in a sandbox.
There we go.
Oh.
Actually, full disclosure, I actually do own one of those headbands.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you actually have been buried in a sandbox. Like, wow, why? Like,
well, don't you know it's about sand ninjas?
well, let's give the dude credit. I mean, posthumously, but let's give him credit.
We call that the Darwin Award.
Let's give him let's give him credit though. He kind of did succeed on becoming a ninja because no one saw him or heard him.
It's the Darwin Award in effect.
Yep, there we go.
You know, the Darwin Award. You know,
Believe it.
survival of the fittest.
Just look at those Three Stooges. Have they no shame?
Haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. I actually don't give a fuck if you're into My Little Pony or not.
That's just one of those things. I don't care in the sense that cool, whatever you like. I don't care.
I also don't give a fuck.
Hey, I like the show too.
Fedora, unironically.
Hey, listen. Okay, look. Okay, let's dispel the fedora thing right now, and then we'll go to the break. It looks good sometimes. If Homeboy's got he's got like the nice kind of slim figure, he's got the trench coat on with the tie in the shit, and the fedora's on, and it's tipped to the side a bit. Looks nice.
Well, what if he's a fat with a neck beard and is an atheist and does the what is it and says this is my Bible, referring to the God Delusion by Richard Dawkins.
Yeah, they're an internet hipster. I mean,
here's the thing. I think it looks dumb, but I'm not gonna look down on him because he wears a fedora, because that's really dumb.
Well, and that's the other thing, you know. I don't think these people own a mirror.
It's just funny seeing like the people who most make fun of the way other people
jeez.
They don't post their own pics out there, do they?
I guarantee they do not have tiger blood.
Also, like a certain yeah.
And the ones that I have seen, whether through a little bit of research or whatever, yeah.
They look like they shouldn't be making fun of the way other people look.
Seriously, some of these people look like extras from Little Shop of Horrors.
And you know, as the last thing, I think that's one more thing that makes NTR Radio is we aren't, again, we're not afraid to call people out when we think they said something off base or when they think we're being dumb. Like, remember you see the whole thing we had with Zeke Freak and Aniplex. And that was an entire thing. We thought he was off base. He thought we were off base, and we had a back and forth about it, and we're still cool. I have a ton of respect for Zeke Freak for even doing that.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty fun.
That was miles ahead of what a lot of people have done. In any case, that's the break. Keep it right here on NTR Radio.
Maybe we should call this one R.I.P. Naruto.
No, I know what we're gonna call this one. I even dropped it specifically because I wanted it to be called this. Should I say now?
Yeah, go
ahead.
Yeah, girlfriend beta bitches.
Beta bitches.
No, but girlfriend, which is two separate words, not together. beta bitches.
Dude, I don't know, man. If we're going that route, I would almost prefer unoriginal
Ratchet shit. Some unoriginal ratchet shit.
Nah, I like girlfriend beta bitches.
Okay.
'Cause that way, you get people that are looking for beta bitches.
Yeah, all 5 of them.
Yeah.
And then also people... No, just like the word. And
Yeah,
then
I know.
also people looking for a girlfriend beta. So you have both. Yeah, girlfriend beta bitches. Even though they're not beta, because they actually... I mean, they're not bitches, because they're actually likable.
Nah, they're Delta.
It's not. They're not the girls from Nisekoi.
Well, I still like Sugumu, and I
Could not stand that woman.
But you did see the video I sent you, the one where Marika was groping her.
Did I? I don't know. I might have blocked that out from my memory because it's music. You underestimate how not on board I am with that show.
I loved the
Well,
idea of physically watching you trying to block something from memory. Like you're purposely putting on the Zero mask and shit. Like, no.
There we go.
See, I listen to this when I go shopping.
There we go.
Can't you just see me
that
on
sounds
the
like music that would be like in just during a conversation in like a visual novel.
or
If
writing
we
it?
slowed it down, it would sound like that to me.
It's when you're going up the escalator and just kind of walking with the stuff you bought at the mall, you know, skipping or whatever if you want.
All right, be right back.
It also could be music for. It also could be music in like a Starburst commercial for like tropical fruits or whatever.
Okay, for
Oh
tropical
no,
fruits,
it was
yeah,
California fruits, wasn't it? My bad.
California. I don't know.
Fuck, I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember the last time I had a Starburst.
Well, there's an
Feels
assignment.
though.
There's an assignment for you.
As part of my prize, I wanted a costume contest.
This should be our technical difficulties music. For real, man. Like if something fucking goes wrong, just a big thing pops up. The show's like a dude like downing fists and shit.
I was gonna say a dude with a hammer and nail working on something, but you went in a completely different direction.
Either one is good.
At least my dude's trying. Yours is, you know what? Fuck it, Rick.
But isn't that more our attitude?
Yeah, mine would just be a big lie. Technical difficulties. We're working on it. No, we're really not.
No. We stopped. If you're hearing the music, it means we fucked up.
VZ wants some beta bitches. Those are the ones that always get like the tramp stamps.
Tramp stamps, foot tattoos, Ugg boots. What else?
I can't remember what he even said on there. I have to watch it again.
Yeah, it was like a foot tattoo over astrological sign.
A Chinese, what is it, like
Kanji.
Chinese or Japanese symbols.
That they don't know what they mean.
Yeah. And it could be like, fuck you in Chinese. Like, foreign.
Your country sucks.
Give us all your money.
They're actually falling for this. You missed it. We were talking about this being the music for our technical difficulties.
And last week they revealed a whole bunch of new Bandai shit. Now, I don't know if any of this actually will come out, because sometimes they show shit, but then it doesn't actually come out. But they've been showing out some the Gun Easy and the Gun Blaster.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, which are like the mass production from V Gundam.
Those look nice.
Yeah,
I'd like to
since
get one of those.
you've seen V Gundam actually, K-God, so.
Oh yeah. I would actually highly recommend it. I'm glad we're probably going to get it now.
I'm so pumped for all this Gundam that we're going to get.
Oh, I'm loving the Gundam that's out right now. Like both. Just.
Oh yeah, it's a little something for everyone, really.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
We've still got Origin on the horizon.
That too. So.
Shota Char, I'm ready for that.
Which is funny.
Shota Char.
Even though I bought that book I told you about, the Transformers art book, in general, my enthusiasm for Transformers has actually been significantly low. It's just
my enthusiasm for Sonic the Hedgehog.
There's like, unlike Gundam, the media for Gundam I've been really liking that's coming out now. The opposite has been true. I haven't just been really pumped for the media that's been doing for Transformers. The movies are okay for action. Any sort of character is thrown out the window.
Yeah.
And the new show that's coming out next year looks like shit.
That reminds me. Since you mentioned Shota Char a minute ago, I'm willing to bet he was on the school track team.
Oh, Shota Char.
Think about that, because he's 3 times faster. you know that they're going to use that against other schools. That was horrible. That was some serious.
I'm waiting for the comic hit after Gundam New Origin comes out.
Oh geez.
You can get all the dojins.
That is. Yeah, that'll be a thing.
Ready on
Sayla,
third segment. Yes, we have email.
Yes.
That's when we're gonna get the Lolita Sayla.
Yeah. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
The Origin can't come out soon enough. Alright, ready?
Yes.
Yeah, swing it.
And 3, 2. Welcome back to NTR Radio. We have mail.
Incoming message.
This one's coming in from Cube 3rd.
Nice.
Hey guys, our response to something that VZ said about Watamote fans. After having quite a few exchanges with a certain individual on Tomoko, I can honestly say that I think my opinion on the Watamote fanbase reflects VZ's. Let me back up and explain this person's viewpoints on Tomoko. This person also thinks people who do this sort of so-called moe/male gaze at Tomoko are creepy and ignore her crippling anxiety and social issues and are condescending towards her character. This ain't me. I'm sorry that people that express a certain feeling over a character, and even after I explained that the sympathy moe thing to her, she considered that even more troubling. That pissed me off. To me, Tomoko's appeal is that she can be relatable to people like me, and also for Joshi. Also, I should add, this is the same person who calls people who weren't down with gone home homophobes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very, very, very high opinion of this person now. Honestly.
Why are you talking to this person, Cube the Third?
Honestly,
Right?
this reminds me of
Into the
when
trash
people
it
do the whole.
goes. Into the
Honestly,
trash
this
it goes.
reminds me of when people do the whole "it's not Moe because I like it" bullshit. Because Moe is a vile, icky thing that must be stopped at all costs, right? Stop that shit. Bury it. Glad to see you guys have been doing well. Cupid the Third.
Into the fucking trash it goes. All right.
I mean, you know, a lot of this personality that we're talking about seems to be like Ebola, really. In the sense that,
Okay, go on.
in the sense that it's spreading across multiple continents, but it's not. But at least in the U.S., it really is pretty inoffensive and ineffective.
Okay, that makes sense. I was a bit confused there for a second.
No, it's like Ebola because you watch it and your skin starts rotting, and
It's like a ball. Makes you throw up.
and then you get quarantined by the government, and you know.
This person's a social justice warrior. Quarantine it.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
you used the proper pronoun. You said it.
nice.
Yeah. Cause you can't use he, she,
J, whatever.
trans.
So like, what is with people and
These fucking
saying
pronouns.
you can't find this
Tomoko
character Moe? Well, fucking excuse you. This isn't your thing.
It's mine.
This isn't your Moe.
Just as I explained when I was with Josh V, what I would find Moe, you may not find Moe, and vice versa.
Think of it as like an ice cream flavor or something like that.
It's not a universal. This character is gonna make everyone Moe for.
Exactly. It's subjective. It's like finding someone hot.
Yeah, that actually is that's actually probably a good analogy. More so than mine was going to be.
You can look at someone and accept that they have attractive characteristics, like general purpose attractive characteristics, but that might not be hot to you. Like that might not be viscerally attractive to you personally.
Right, and there's definitely different degrees of it as well. I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, certain things that are attractive in different ways. You know, obviously there's the physical attraction, but then there's also the, the personality. I mean, obviously.
You can't find what? You can't sympathize with Tomoko? Like I don't like you can't.
I feel like that's even fucking like that's kind of like what? Like the sympathy Moe thing is worse? How? I can't get the mindset. Can't understand it. It's like when people are saying like, oh, the character's trying to learn how to cook so she can impress the guy she wants to get with. Call me misogynist, but I think that's empowering. Yeah, you go get that guy. You go.
But
make that guy fall in love with you. Go, girl.
See, other people would look at that and say, no, that's sexist because it's that girl adhering to specific gender roles.
And that's real dumb to me.
That's what they would
just be blunt.
I can't express that another way. It's just dumb. How are you gonna tell? How are you gonna tell?
That you're living your life. That your being is only for this other person that you're trying to get with, rather than that person should just like you for what you are.
Okay, first off,
I'm just saying what.
No. I get that. Yeah. No. First off, this is anime. It's not real life. Okay, that's one thing because you don't have. It's not like The Sims where
So a guy should accept just you free bleeding all over, right?
No, that's not what I was saying either. Oh.
I know. I think we used that like 3 or 4 times to fail horn.
Yeah. But no. It's like you okay. Since you were talking clearly about Shuffle.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember how many episodes was it. Was it a typical 20 something?
I think it was 20 something.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so. Well, here's the thing. Even with a longer or a even using that as a standard, that is not enough time to have people being realistic in the way they're talking about. Like I don't think there is, especially when you got other characters and stuff going on.
Honestly, I'm not even on that. I'm on how the fuck are you gonna tell someone that what they're doing is sexist against women when all they're trying to do is, hey, I want this guy to like me. I'm real into this guy, and I want him to see how wonderful a person I am. And you know what? He really likes eggs. I want to make him happy. I'm gonna cook eggs for him. I'm gonna learn how to cook eggs for him. Are they against making men happy?
Well, yes.
But their argument would probably be that person should just like them for whatever.
Okay, so no one ever does anything for anyone, and 5 people total get together just because they happen to like each other's presence enough to to stand each other. Is this real life? What's going on?
Is this the real life?
Is this just fantasy?
Yeah. I mean, for real. I don't understand how these people even meet other people.
Like, do people just fall out of the sky? Do they just bump into each other? Hey, you got peanut butter in my chocolate. You got chocolate in my peanut butter. Let's date.
So it's literally the end of the first episode of No Kami, where the main girl just drops out of the sky.
Yeah, girl just drops out of the sky. Oh, hey, what's up?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they think maybe they think in the terms of that, that song. How did it go? Okay, well, I'm clearly having like some kind of amnesia shit going on here.
Not opposites attract, is it?
Oh God, no.
You.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, going back to Tomoko. So if
because you're supposed to find her icky and pitiful, like pitiful, but not in a like.
I would hang with this girl. Me and her would be best buds. We'd be playing Virtual On till 3 in the morning. Let's go.
Well, that reminds me of
yaoi manga back to back. Let's do it.
That reminds me of those. You see them circulating around those like real gamer girl things.
Oh,
where it has the image and then that actually has what it really is like.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but I'm attracted to what they're really like.
Fucking homegirl on Halo playing doing trash talk. Yeah, I'd hang with that. Let's go.
I mean, I
probably still whip her ass and good at Halo, but go.
I got a big laugh out of that. I can't shower until I save Hyrule.
Yeah, I don't know. I might be a disgusting person for that, but that's attractive to me.
Yeah, no, it's a personality trait. I totally know what you're saying. I'm not. I know you're not thinking. Oh, hey, they smell like an anchovy.
Yeah. Haven't showered in 5 days. Let's roll.
But
no, like Tomoko is the kind of person I'd be attracted to.
And that also she's like, self-centered or whatever, and it's like, yeah, but most people are.
This from people that want everybody else to behave just like they do.
Yeah, exactly. She's a fujoshi, like an socially awkward girl, and she's not a good person, but that's kind of endearing about her. Like she she tries to get ahead in the world and continues getting thwarted by mostly by her own doing. I don't know.
I love the internal monologue of her. I love like just when she like says a whole bunch of it's like these people they're so and blah blah blah.
Casuals.
Yeah. It's like and then but in actuality then she's like she could barely like mutter out what she wants in like the fast food.
The thing is though is there really are people like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've met a few.
She's like, it's like, would you want? Do you want like the number one or whatever? And it's like, yes, meal. So that. And then meanwhile, her whole internal monologue is like going, like mile a minute.
Yeah, exactly. That's adorable.
So
I don't fucking get what the problem with that is. And I definitely don't get people who try to enforce what other people think is moe. That's just dumb. People need to stop doing that.
Oh yeah, like Squid Girl. It's not. I like it because it's not.
It's not moe because I like it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, as far as that kind of thing goes, I mean, yeah, we pretty much covered it, but at the same time, that reminds me of there's a couple of characters that have kind of had that effect on some people. Notably, I mean, obviously, Lucky Star has gotten a lot of flack for some of this kind of stuff.
Which I still find confusing because everyone was pumped about Azuma Gadayo a couple years before that. So.
And it's just like, it's like, well, they're just.
It was because it was specifically, the otaku.
Yeah, but yeah, specific character archetypes or whatever.
Yeah,
and not calling.
I'd hang with Konato. Let's go.
And not calling out on Konata's father being, a lolicon.
As opposed to what the hell is that called?
Yeah, I know.
What's the name? No. As opposed to the dad in Mitsudomoe who just gets a raw deal.
Just for looking like that.
Yeah, just for looking a certain way. It's like, cops are grabbing him and shit for no reason. For no fucking reason. Just being there.
Yeah, and I generally like that archetype. Just I don't really think I've seen an instance of that kind of otaku female archetype, of kind of fujoshi archetype that I haven't enjoyed.
You would love. I know you love Rika from Haganai.
She's the best.
You would love if you continue on with Saina Zetspo Sensei.
Harumi Fujiyoshi.
Yes.
She's my favorite character.
I had a feeling. I just had a feeling.
I love the Genshiken second generation.
Yep.
You know what character archetype I've been really liking for a while? The really enthusiastic foreigner. Like this season, there's Chloe in Hanayama in Girlfriend Beta, who's from France, but really likes Japanese culture and thinks Japanese chicken is the best in the world. There's Hannah from Hana Yamata last season. She was from New Jersey.
Joyzy.
Yeah. What else is there?
Situation is not amused.
Oh, you also have Karen from Kinera Mosaic.
Kinera Mosaic, yep.
Yeah. I've been really liking that archetype lately.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of one of the newer ones. They're kind of floating around.
The really Genki, enthusiastic foreigner.
See, and that's how you know it's anime, because that shit's annoying in real life.
Yeah.
But first off, they wouldn't look that blonde in real life if they were.
Well, first off, nobody would be that excited about fucking fast food either.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always about, or was it in the last episode of Kinera Mosaic? She reads a manga that's clearly like meant to be like Sword Art Online.
Mhm.
Dresses up, and it's like she looks like Rika from Chinibyo, and then the other characters are, oh, what's the bandage? What's the eye patch for? Oh, I don't know. I'm only halfway in the first volume of the manga. Like, oh, you got enthusiastic fast.
Good old.
It's that attitude, and that's why I like the Fujoshi archetype so much. They're so pumped about the stuff they're into.
As opposed to enthusiasm, you have too much of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
You're too enthusiastic about this thing. You like this thing too much.
Great. I just
like if it's not interfering with your life somehow.
Yeah. Why the fuck do you care? It's
like why is that even an issue?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not drugs, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
Moe is not drugs.
No, it's more expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
I am addicted to Moe.
I mean, let's be real here. You could probably get an 8-ball for some of the shit that you'd pay for Aniplex.
I buy my Figmas and shit, and I just chop them up and ground them and go
Snort them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I think there was some Elmer's glue in that.
It's just that raw enthusiasm I like, and to be fair, I do kind of like the social awkwardness aspect of it, just because it's endearing.
Yeah. I understand what you mean by that. It has kind of a I don't know, naivete, I guess.
To a certain extent. I don't know. To a certain extent, I also sort of relate to that because I used to be like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of anime fans, I guess, can to an extent.
Yeah, that kind of character, like the Haruhi Fujiyoshi character, or the Tomoko Kuroki character, or anyone from Genshiken second season.
Yeah.
It's the kind of character I can hang with. It's the kind of character that I feel like I could, let's go play some video games or watch anime or something, and that would be cool. It's the kind of character I could just we just do stuff.
Right.
And that's what I really like about it. It's like just yeah, let's go. Let's hang out.
I'd hop a rail with them.
Any other questions?
That is it for the mailbag, I believe. Yes, that is it.
Yeah. We probably need to get either a bigger bag or a smaller one.
In any case, that's the show.
Right.
The email address is ntrradio@gmail.com. The website is she'slostcontrol.net/podcast. You should check out Otaku Midnight, which is the other podcast on She's Lost Control Media. They're really good. Check out K-God stuff at dakiwash.com. Check out VZ's stuff at vzmk2moyandmekigatai.wordpress.com. Check out Shinakiba Anime Goods at shinakiba.moe. Check out the Geeky Panda stuff at youtube.com/thegeekypandablog, because his stuff is really good as well. I'm Tom Enforcer Nubis.
K-Gods.
And I'm VZ Mark II, who really wants more comments on my blog, by the way.
More comments on VZ's blog. Do it.
All
And
right.
even though VZ's blog doesn't get enough comments every time we say it, this is NTR Radio. And